Boruto 2 Blue Vortex is finally here. After 7 years, we finally made it to the time skip. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, Ikimoto did his thing with a lot of players in this time skip designs. A lot of them were fire. Few of them I'm a little hesitant about, but majority, like Mitsuki, Sarada, and Boruto's design, are fire. Fire, fire, fire. But before we get into the more, the manga, we have our usual co-host of the Boruto show, Rayshawn. Can you please tell them where they can find your YouTube channel and your other social media platforms?
You guys can find my YouTube at rgap2 and also for my Instagram and find all my links below, hopefully. And my name is Rayshawn Gatson from the Rayshawn Gatson Anime Podcast.
All right. And also, our new sub goal is 500. We're literally halfway there to our 500 goal. And you guys been killing it lately with the subs. Greatly, greatly appreciate it.
That's good, my man.
Yes, sir. Now, enough of us talking. Let's get into the chapter. And the chapter starts off with a bang, in my opinion. We have Sarada talking to the 8th Hokage, Shikamaru, which we did a prediction video, which we all agree that Shikamaru was the next man up to be the Hokage. As her now, Sarada's, copying plea for Boruto, saying that we have to forgive him. He didn't do what everybody thinks that he did. And then Sarada is getting really snippy with Shikamaru, and I was like, "Ooh, okay." And then she walks away saying that, "Is it because my father's a traitor too, just like Boruto?" And then Shikamaru starts getting tight right now. And as of right now, Konohamaru is the advisor for Shikamaru, which is okay, a little W for him that he kind of deserved. And Boruto. And then Sarada once said the Lord Seventh brought back my father who had left the village and committed a felon. And the Lord Seventh became Hokage despite being a genin. My example is the Lord Seventh, not you, and walked away. That right there was fire. I'm like, yo, Sarada grew some big balls in the time skip. What was your thoughts, of Sarada, cup and plead for Boruto and trying to plead to Shikamaru like, hey, he is innocent and whatever's going on is not right.
First off, I gotta give you kudos because you named the person next to Shikamaru as Konohamaru. I did not know who that was. For some reason, I thought that was some random leaf. I was like, why didn't Shikamaru just get somebody from his team? You just grabbed this random person. I did not know who that was until you said that. That is so funny because it makes sense now. With that whole situation, I feel like it makes sense. I hated the fact that Shikamaru added in like, oh, with you acting like this, I don't know if like Hokage is gonna be in line with you in the future. And then she basically broke down Naruto's like, oh, Naruto went and got his friend who had all those charges and all that and still became Hokage. And that's the Hokage I'm trying to go after. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is something I've been predicting for a while that probably Shikamaru was gonna become Hokage. I don't actually like it for some reason.
Really?
It feels weird. It feels not earned. I feel like that's what it is, not earned. When you feel like how much like Naruto or even like people prior to him had to do to get to that spot, it's like, damn, Shikamaru low-key got it just because like, Naruto got sick and like everybody feel like he's probably the next person that can like do the job. But I don't know. I don't know. I do like they little conversation. She basically trying to plead for plead for them to not go after Boruto, but it really shows how strong that clairvoyance ability is because Shikamaru is not budging.
No.
And that's something I kind of figured with Shikamaru is that he was going to be more of the like not look, let's turn the other cheek type of person. He's going to be like he needs facts low key. He's not just going to do it just by the good of his heart type shit.
Another thing too that I did say in a prediction video that Sarada will do her research and look what Sasuke did in his past, and she knows about all the things that he said. She literally mentioned it right there, like, "Oh, my dad was a felon, and Naruto went after him." So basically, confirms that Sarada knows what Sasuke did in his past.
Yeah, but I also feel like he probably told her some of that, and it's probably like known. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because of how big Naruto is, like that's literally in his history. You can't take that out.
So before we move on, how would you rate Sarada's design? For me personally, I really like it. The haircut, her wearing the Uchiha earrings and the Uchiha, cloak behind her, the symbol behind her jacket and all that stuff. I like it.
I think it's okay. It's like a 6. I'm more of a long hair type of person, but I think a few more chapters, seeing this design and seeing how like stronger she didn't become and stuff like that. I think I could get to liking it. It's just weird to kind of see her go to like short hair
Yeah.
and it's like edgy type of rock star type look right now. It's kind of iffy.
All right. So before we move on, comment below, guys, and let me know what you guys think of Sadara's design. Next panel, I feel like this right here is where like Kawaki gets away from everything, and it's more of a reflection time for him, where he visits Naruto and Hinata. As of right now, time has stopped in that dimension where Naruto and Hinata are not aging at all. And you just see Kawaki right there in his new timeskip form, which I really like, baggy pants, the jacket and all that stuff. I feel like he goes to this dimension just to get away from everything, just reflect on everything he has done, and probably think to himself, like, I kind of fucked up with everything. What's your thoughts on that?
I'm agree with you because honestly, I don't even know what this man plan is. I feel like we need more chapters inside Kawaki's mindset because what do you expect Naruto and Hinata to feel like once they get out of that, or are you planning on keeping them forever? Like they just portraits to you now, or are you just gonna keep watching them? Because it's like Kawaki to me right now is on this like real edgy mental breakdown type of thing right now. It's where it's like you don't really know what this man is planning on doing, right? What's his next step?
All right. Same thing as well, too. How would you rate Kawaki's timeskip design?
I like Kawaki's design. I probably rate that more like an 8.
Yeah. I definitely like the baggy clothes and that jacket as well, too. And of course, Hikimoto loves his belts, and that belt design is pretty badass.
Yeah, baggy shape. He's like also kind of like the sort of opposite of Boruto's design a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think it gave him a fresher kind of look.
Yes. Comment below, guys, and let me know what you guys think of Kawaki's timeskip design. Next up, we have Sadara and Sumire walking around the Hidden Leaf and just talking about everything that's going on ever since Ada activated her omnipotence, and saying that everything has changed since, she activated this, spell where everybody's life has altered when it came to Boruto and Kawaki. And she goes to Ada and Damon. I'm a little upset because Ada and Damon didn't get timeskip designs. Is it because they're cyborgs? I mean, yes, their clothing changed, but I would rather have them have a new design. That's just me. That's my little preference right there. But you see, Sadara and Sumire, just asking about, can you change? Can you put everything back to the way it was? And she's saying that my omnipotence is a shinku jutsu from the Usuki, a situation that, that was created from Kawaki's wish. And then we see, she's explaining that what changes everyone's memory. The memory that everybody knows about Kawaki and Boruto was overwritten. And as a result, positions were swapped. And she's saying that omnipotents were working on Suzuki's, which we already know as well too. And neither were charm. And this right here was a key part when she said charm. And you see Damon, while Ada's talking to himself, looking at Sumire and Sadara with that look like something's up with them. And I can't trust them. And then Ada's saying that, but you girls were different. And you guys were able to, keep your memories from the past. And how come you guys were not affected by my charm? And they see a little flashback with Shikamaru telling them that, listen up, don't let them find out, especially Damon. And then Shikamaru was saying that before everything went down, before, they started going to the house and watching over them, he's saying that, in fact, if he learns charm won't work on either of you, he realized that you guys can kill Ada. He says, do you understand this? If he finds out, it's over. And you see Damon still having that sinister look, like he doesn't trust them still. But it doesn't really tell why they're not affected from the charm. But what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I wish they would kind of go more deep into like why them two aren't affected. Feel like there's probably more people that aren't affected and probably are either acting like it or just aren't really affected, because you got Sadara and Sweetie, they basically acting like they're affected by the charm, which I believe they honestly know they're not. Like, to me, I feel like it wouldn't even make sense, because like everybody else that's affected by the charm is also affected by the other stuff, by the omnipotence. So if you're not affected by the omnipotence, son, tell me you're not affected by this. And also the fact that we're having this conversation, like, you know what I mean, about like, can you change everything back?
Yeah.
Nobody else is talking to me about this. I do like Damon whole like pit bull type of, I'm just laying on her lap watching y'all type of thing. Like if she tell me to bark or jump, I'm gonna get one of y'all. I do like that type of movement. I do like that they able to go back, and then she do kind of like still kind of respect Shikamaru's words to not tell them that, because that's an iffy situation.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if Ada, what side Ada is on right now. You know what I mean? Because maybe Ada probably wouldn't care, and like she was like, okay, maybe we need to look into that and figure out how you guys aren't affected by it, or it could go the other way too. So
How do you feel about Ada and Damon now having a new time skip design? Even though the clothes changed, do you like how the clothes changed, or do you feel like they should have had a time skip design as well too?
no, I think it makes sense because remember when they unlocked Damon or it was Ida, the dude who unlocked them said he looked the same from when they had put him in there. So
Okay.
I mean, it makes sense to the fact that they wouldn't like change. I think they must be majority cyborg or something for them not to be able to change, or maybe they just have some strong chakra. You never know.
Yeah. And then next up, we see another member of the Team Seven. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, Mitsuki design is probably the best one. It is fire. As of right now, mind you, his mind has switched where he's thinking that Boruto is the one that destroyed everything. And he's saying that Boruto, I'm still trying to kill you. And he tells that Kawaki, yes, he has the same Usuki ability as you, but it's strange to him that he cannot, erase his chakra. And Kawaki's saying that, once he's here, I know that he is here. And it's just crazy because, I said it, we both said in the prediction video, like Mitsuki will look at him as his sun and moon. And Kawaki's looking at him like, dude, like, hey, you're being a little extra with me sometimes. And it did happen right here in this chapter as well, too. And Mitsuki's just telling Kawaki, hey, no matter what, I just want to protect you. And I want to kill Boruto in my own hands. And that right there is like, holy shit. It's crazy that Mitsuki will see Boruto like that, regardless, of the omnipotence.
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna be one of the craziest matchups or meetups
Yes.
we're gonna see. Because I want to see a situation where you can feel like Mitsuki wants to kill Boruto, but like something in his body won't allow him to kill Boruto. Because it seemed like he was kind of questioning Kawaki after he flew away, and he was like, are you my son or something like that? He was saying, and it kind of made you kind of think like, oh, is he kind of snapping out of it, or is he kind of seeing something different? But Mitsuki's design is kind of cool. I like Kawaki's whole like, damn nigga, you can calm down. We know you want to kill Boruto, but you don't gotta. He's just sitting there in the edge, like, bro, if I see this nigga anywhere, like, his ass is grass. I'm like, calm down. I do like Mitsuki though. It just shows you how he would be right now if Boruto and Kawaki, if they was switched, if it
Yeah.
was the right way, how he would be with Kawaki right now, type shit. So
Yes.
I find that to be really interesting. And the fact that it seemed like Sadara and Mitsuki have like two different type of situations right now, where Sadara is like going around doing like missions, talking to Shikamaru and stuff, and Mitsuki is just following Kawaki around.
And I can't believe this, but Kawaki's taking the role of Boruto pretty well because he's helping the Hidden Leaf with certain things right now. And they notice that the claw marks are being found again around the Hidden Leaf, and he leaves. And we see him floating. He has a flying ability, just like every Suzuki has, especially when we see Ada fly. And then you see him hovering over the Hidden Leaf. Give you homage to when Ishiki invaded the Hidden Leaf, where he was just floating over the air, just watching over everything. I think that right there was pretty cool. And then we see him, go out and trying to find the claw marks. So that right there was pretty cool.
I think he literally wanted to get away from Mitsuki. He was like, I don't even know what to talk to you about no more.
So we get to this part of the chapter where I was a little disappointed. Why? I didn't like Himawari's time skip design. I feel like it was too bland and very just, I don't know, it just didn't have a ninja type of feel. It was just a flower shirt and just regular pants. I was like, she's training with Chocho. And I'm like, out of everybody you're gonna train with her? Like, out of everybody that hit a leave, you chose her. Like, you couldn't choose your aunt or something. Like, no, you chose her, but whatever. Then we see, Shika dies, time skip design. That his design is fire. I really, really like his jacket and all that stuff. Ino's son, nah, it's really whatever. But we see Himawari, she's training with Chocho and I believe Team 10. And she's conflicted right now because she still believes that her father's still alive, her mother as well too, and she still believes that Boruto's not the one who really causes. Like, she's still like something in her is still telling her that this is all wrong. And you see everybody at Team 10 looking at her like, what the fuck? No, Barto's the killer and stuff. And mind you, don't forget, Damon said that she is the strongest out of everybody. As of right now, we're just seeing her in her training phase right now. And I just can't wait to see who she truly is and see her power when, that time comes. And hopefully around that time comes, her design is much better because, like, her design right now is just really bland to me. What you thought about that little, dialogue with Team 10?
I think you forgot to add something now that Shikadai is now the new Hokage's son. So now
Mm.
he's taking over the role of Boruto right
Ooh.
now, which I find to be interesting. Um, Himawari, I will say I thought her design was a little lackluster, but I think it's pretty cool. I like the fact that out of almost everybody in the village that she still has some strong ties to the fact that she don't believe Boruto did it. I do like Team 10's like sort of feel of being able to kind of hear her out and not kind of be like, what do you mean Boruto killed? Like it looked like Shikadai is actually kind of listening to her
Yeah.
and what she's trying to say and stuff. So I thought that was pretty cool. The fact that she says she feels like her dad's still alive, I love that because it's like, okay, finally somebody that's kind of see, I feel like Himawari is at that point. Sadara talked to her and told her what was going on. I feel like a lot of stuff will start to open up for her. Like mine. So I think that's what if she was looking for allies, I think that would be a strong ally for her right now. I wish they would have did a little bit more with her design. I wish she would have probably showed the Byakugan. Well, what you were talking about her who she was training with. I think that's an interesting thing because I mean she's not like some of the top ranks in there, but that whole team within itself is an interesting team because they always seem to get big missions done, the old Chico troll type of thing. So it could be like a strategy type of thing,
True.
or probably the only people that really want to train with her right now. Because you got to remember she's still young,
Yeah.
and they Kawaki's sister. I thought that was interesting when Shikadai said that. It was like, oh, you must be Kawaki's sister the way you move. And I was like, oh, that hurt me down. Like, really, man? And that was your best friend. I can't wait for a lot of these people to be like, damn, man.
I can't wait to hear that. My bad, Boruto. My bad.
Man.
I can't wait to see the dynamic between Kawaki and Himawari. Like, is she still gonna be hesitant talking to him, or is she still gonna be open up, knowing that that's really her brother, or is she gonna be like I said before, hesitant, thinking like something's wrong with him and everything that's going on?
I wonder what their relationship is now. Like,
Yes.
are they just living in the same house right now or moving around? Is he cooking her dinner or some shit? Like, I really want to know what relationship they have right now. Because you got to think I bet you he know that she probably has some feeling that her family's still alive or some
Yeah.
shit.
Next up, we have Kawaki, going outside the hidden leaf and seeing Code's color marks are starting to appear again, and he's taking them away using his eye. And then he started to notice that people of the shinobi have it behind their necks as well too, and he's taken it away. And then we cut off the people in the hidden leaf. And this right here, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is when the chapter starts getting really, really good. You start seeing the 10 tails popping out of the hidden leaf's people neck. And I'm like, holy shit. Code really put some thought into this. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm gonna call them baby freezes because they look like freezes to me. As around they start popping almost everybody's neck and the people in the hidden leaf, and they see Kawaki jump in, knock one out, and then you see Sadara as well too, taking one down. And then we see one of the bad villains of all of Boruto. Code pops out.
Surprise, motherfucker.
And when you see him, he has a scar in his right eye. And you're thinking, who did that to him? And he tells Sadara, for the past 2 years, I've been going after Boruto and I've been wanting to take him down. So I think maybe that probably confirms it right there that Boruto's the one who gave him that scar. And then before I go on, I want to get your thoughts process, with all the 10 tails popping up and what's your thought process of Cole popping up again right now.
That's interesting because I thought when he was talking about Boruto, he was like saying he was looking for him, but it like couldn't find him. So I was thinking he like for some reason Boruto was able to keep like his distance away from him. But I mean that's possible, or it could be from that little squabble we got with Damon. But I don't remember if Damon cut him or anything. Um, I think the whole plan to basically get into the leaf is interesting. the way he basically plant those little things on people's necks. I want them to basically explain that. But I
Yeah.
like the bigger goal of this was basically to lure out Boruto because he wanted to basically get Boruto to basically come to the leaf or to the place where everybody kind of hates him and everything. I know you're probably gonna talk about it next, but I just want to say it. I like how Boruto appeared like a fucking beast, calls him out like I can see why women don't really fuck with you type shit. And I was like, oh, my man had turned into a straight ladies man after this.
Yes, yes, exactly what I'm gonna talk about right now. I think Cole got tired of going to Boruto and probably getting his ass whooped. So you're thinking after 3 years, Cole had to get powerful. He had to be top notch. But once again, this man is taking another goddamn L. Because the reason why he went to the Hidden Leaf is thinking, all right, let me draw out his friends. If he sees Sadara screaming, I definitely could guarantee that he's going to pop up. And Boruto pops up in the most fire way you possibly could think of. Kick him across the chest and have him flying across, the city. Or kick him behind his back, have him flying across the city. No. My man popped up and put his foot right in Cold's face. That right there was so fucking epic. And that this panel right here, where you see that the cloak of Bartos is covering his face right now, that right there was so badass. And like you said before, this is why women want to get away from you, Cold. And the panel right here with Baruto right in front of Sadara and like in complete shock when I was seeing Baruto after 3 years was really, really badass. What you thought about that?
Well, I like the whole like come in, stump on his face, like kind of like how it's like a king type of stance on top of him,
Yes.
basically showing like, yeah, I'm above you type shit. And I love the whole atmosphere by it because you come and say Sadara, you basically prove what he was saying right, that I'm gonna lure you out. He comes out. Only thing I find real interesting is like, where is Sasuke? Like, where did he go? I think he probably went to go talk to somebody or went to go say something to his wife or something. Because I think that's an interesting fact that he didn't appear right in this moment or like do something. But I think Boruto totally killed this moment. I like the fact that as soon as he appeared, like everybody in the leaf, like, God damn, Boruto's here. If I was Kawaki, that would low key kind of scare me a little bit, only because now you have Code here, now you got Boruto here, and things could easily team up against you, especially since it seemed like Code understands what happened to Boruto, so they do know like, okay, yeah, we might need to get rid of him, or he might fuck around do this shit to me, or they need to figure out how to kill what's her name. But I don't think nobody fucking with them. Damon probably just sitting there on her lap, like I wish them niggas would.
Then we get the final panel of the three people who have the car mark: Code, Kawaki, and Barto. That right there was a very good way to show all three of them right now. And then you see Kawaki saying that you finally appeared, and that's how the chapter ends with it saying that the vortex of fate is intertwined again. I'll have a prediction video come up in a couple weeks, but I feel like the next couple chapters are going to be what happened during the time skip. Because I don't feel like we're going to go right into this war and go everything between, Cole versus Baruto, Baruto versus Kawaki. Don't mind you, Mitsuki's waiting up there in the wing to pop up right now, go after Baruto as well, too. There's so many things going on right now. I feel like they might have to take a breather and explain to what happened during the time skip. Like I said before, they didn't show Sasuke. They didn't show Amado, and that's for a reason as well, too.
I think that's interesting that you just pointed that two things out. I don't know. I think we might get some of it through flashback, but I do think we're going to kind of go along with the story right now, because I don't necessarily think this is like the end or anything. This is more or less, this is a good spot though, because you're like, you don't know where we're going to end. But I will say this: I do think Boruto is the strongest right now.
Oh yes.
I do feel like this, the type of confidence, the way his design looked, the way he looks in this situation. I feel like between Code, Kawaki right now, if they all fought, I think Boruto will win. And I don't know why I'm so confident with that. I just really believe Boruto got it. And I feel like he probably has trained more intensely than the rest of them too, just because he's had to hide from everybody. He's probably been training with Sasuke. He's probably been doing everything. Because we also got to forget the fact that Boruto was able to just appear on Cole, and Cole seemed like he didn't even know he was there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that got to be interesting.
That happened right there. I feel like Boruto probably mastered his teleport karma mark. Just like Kawaki is able to teleport to different places, and Kodo as well
Mm,
too. I feel like Boruto mastered his karma mark as well too, and he's able to teleport at ease anywhere he wants to.
if he learned like the God Flash, unless they all can teleport, but I don't think Kawaki can teleport. So I think that teleport is more what's his name ability code. So I mean, or he can learn something from Sasuke. I mean, Sasuke be kind of doing that shit too. So
Yeah,
you
well,
never know. And then you
yes,
say Mitsuki waiting in the hideout.
yes, sir. He's ready right there. Yo, I'm on ready. I'm on go. I'm on go.
See, I wonder if that's why Sasuke not like there because he's like, let me wait out and see, or if he got some allies on his side too. Because I would love for like Mitsuki to come and then some random person be like, "What the fuck is you think you doing, nigga?"
So
Or if Orochimaru stopped them, okay, I'll stop.
so I wanna save our predictions for a prediction video in a couple weeks. But I'm gonna say this right now. Well, a quick question: Is Sasuke still alive?
Oh, of course, I think
Because Boruto is wearing his cloak, his glove, and he has a sword as well too.
that is interesting. If Sasuke is dead, then we're gonna have to do what you basically said to go back and figure that stuff out. I honestly feel like Sasuke probably started taking some of that stuff off to the point where it's like, I'm kind of leaving it up to you for saving the village. Let me give you this stuff because
Okay.
right now Sasuke don't really need to be doing all that. But if Sasuke is dead, that's gonna be interesting as fuck, bruh.
Yes. Yes. Well, guys, comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about this chapter. Are you guys excited for what's the future hold for Boruto, Two Blue Vortex? And also comment below what you guys think about everybody's timeskip designs. Yes, we want to talk about more predictions, but we're gonna have a separate show of predictions for the chapter 2. But till then, Rayshawn, where can they find you at and everything that are your social media platforms and your YouTube as well too?
You guys can find me on all your podcasts and platforms, such as Spotify, Apple. Find me on Instagram at rgap2. Find me on YouTube by just searching up Rayshawn Gatson Anime Podcast. And hopefully all my links be below. And again, my name is Rayshawn Gatson.
Our new sub goal is 500, and we are literally halfway there. You guys been killing the subs. I greatly appreciate it. And as always, this is Culture Universe.
Peace. Get my man up to 1,000.